welcome to my session. It's really glad to have you all here. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kaustubh Agnihotri. I'm a trainer for communication skills, spoken English, soft skill development, personality development, IELTS, and I'm a guest lecturer for import and export as well. Now, when it comes to spoken English or the modules like communication skills, I have a different teaching method where I majorly focus on audios and visuals a lot. Because rather than teaching or just going ahead and providing the theory, I believe the audio and visuals are pretty much more comfortable. They are much more easier to remember. And that's about me. I have done my BCom in business management, and I was in merchant navy for 5 or 6 years. I have worked for a couple of MNCs, and I'm a senior talent acquisition partner for a US firm. All right, now without wasting some more time or more time, let me go ahead and take you through the IELTS module introduction. Now, what is IELTS? IELTS is International English Language Testing System. This is generally adopted by major of the countries to just get an idea of your English communication. It doesn't mean that they suspect your knowledge. It's just because they want to see how better you can express your knowledge. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there are two types, general and academic. There are these two modules which are pretty important only. General means if you are going for work visa or work permit just for the purpose of work, you go on a general IELTS exam. But if you are going for the purpose of study, generally people go for academic IELTS as they go on study visa and later they try to convert this study visa to their work permit. Now, this examination is nine based on the 9 band scale. If you are pretty much expert in your communication when it comes to in terms of English, like reading, writing, listening, and speaking, you can score 9. And if you are not that good, then less than that. Now, moving further, when it comes to academic, the IELTS academic test is for people applying for higher education or professional registration in an English speaking environment. It reflects some of the feature of academic language and assesses whether you are ready to begin studying or training. Definitely, we know that there's a difference between the education system of India and foreign education system. We do have different marking system or they have different grading system. It goes like that. So, for an example, if you are going to Canada, Canada has their own system, like they have CRS, which is called as Comprehensive Ranking Score. So every week, or let's say every month, it changes. Okay, their cutoff list is changes. So you can assess your score there, and then you add up your IELTS score, and then you apply for further visa process. So similarly, different countries, different criteria. It goes like that. In Australia, they have different grading system. They have scholarships too. In Hungary, they are offering some free scholarships. So it depends upon the country to country. Now, moving further, general, the IELTS general test or the IELTS general training test is for those who are going to English speaking countries for secondary education. Now, here, the thing is, they require, uh, let's say, they require your English communication in terms of pretty much expressive thing. Okay, what knowledge you have, how do you express, how do you talk, or how can you be good when it comes to your survival skills when it comes to abroad and social and workplace context. There's a huge difference between the assessment of academic and general because if you're going to study, you're going for academic, they are much more based upon the academic front, but when it comes to general, they are much more based on like map reading thing, or they are based like the working environment thing. What are you going to do and what you would be not doing? All right. Now let's go to the test format. The module which I would be covering up today is listening. I had a choice to choose one module to start, but I have chosen listening. It has a very important reason. As an Indian, we do have a neutral accent. So if I'm talking to you right now, this accent is a pretty neutral one. But when you go to abroad, there might be different accents. Basically, there are three accents: US accent, British accent, and then one Australian accent. In US accent or UK accent, we are not tend to listen those things or those accents regularly. So it might be very confusing for us, okay, that what we would be listening and what we would be answering. So what happens when we listen to these things? Our major of the focus is on listening the things and trying to be cautious. We tend to get over cautious and we miss some points. Now, once again, I will go ahead and let you know that we are tend to hear the things, not listen to them. Okay, there's a huge difference when it comes to hearing and listening. We hear noises, the horns of trucks, or the loud music or anything. But when you are listening, you're actually paying attention. So there's one more which I follow here when it comes to listening module. Listen to understand, not to reply. If we go ahead and follow this, half of the war is already conquered by us. Now, further about this listening module and the test environment, there would be 30 minutes. Okay, you will listen to the four recordings of native English speakers. And then you have to write answers to the series of questions. Okay, it means you might be listening to the conversation, you might be listening to the instructions, and according to that, you would be writing the answers. Like recording first would be a conversation between two people in every day. For an example, my current students faced the situation where a couple was in a hotel and they had to order something. Now, recording two would be a monologue set in everyday social context, like speech about local facilities. And in recent terms, it would be like what to do for a good sleep during examinations, or what to do to keep healthy physique, or what is the importance of meditation in your daily life, these kind of things. Now, next, there would be a third recording, which would be a conversation between up to four people set in an educational training context like university tutor and a student discussing an assignment. In recent times, what we were discussing, me and my students, that they were came across a situation where they came to listen to a recording where a group of four people or four students were supposed to complete the project, and there was there was just a confusion of the time, that the time was not getting fixed. So finally, they concluded on a time and they got their assignment or the project completed. Last but not the least, the recording four would be a monologue on an academic subject like university lecture, or there would be a lecture on science or physics or a normal phenomena related to our day-to-day life. Now, let's consider that we are done with this particular listening exam. All the four modules are completed. Now, what the assessor will do, okay, he won't be focusing on each and everything. Okay, the major thing he would be looking for the evidence of your ability to understand the main concept. Okay, what is the main concept or the ideas of that particular conversation? Okay, so if there are a lot of background noise, okay, they will they will want you, okay, they will need you to focus on that particular conversation, instead of getting distracted by the truck horns in the background or the baby crying in the background and all sort of disturbances. I believe you have got a pretty good idea about this. Then moving further, the IELTS listening description, the paper format, okay, it got changed. Okay, it got changed, or let's say it got upgraded somewhat from 4th of January 2020. Small changes were introduced to the instructions and layout of the paper-based listening test. The word sections was changed to parts. Now the sections are called as parts. The paper-based test will now be divided into part 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they won't be called as section, they will be called as part 1, 2, 3, 4. Part 1 example was removed and page number references were also removed. Now, let's consider what those part has. Okay. Now, every part, okay, every part, as we have already discussed that there are total 4 parts. Every part has 10 questions and they are so strategically designed that the answers appear in the order that you have heard the audio. Okay, the sequence would be same, so you need not to get confused. Okay, that was this earlier or was it later? Okay, so it would be in the sequence. Now, the first 2 parts deal with the situation set in everyday social context. So the first 2 parts would be pretty much familiar to you. Okay, you would be coming across these parts every day, every day. Okay, so there should not be any kind of confusion or much confusion. Now, for an example, in part 1, there would be conversation between 2 speakers. Day before yesterday, I was teaching a student, and the audio was about a girl had dialed her mother, and she was telling that a small accident had happened at her place, and her dog got uh, killed with an accident. So that was a day-to-day conversation we can say about. And in second part, there was a monologue like speech about local facilities like library, gym, or public place which needs to get developed, what has to be done. All right. Now moving to next in part 3, there's a conversation between 2 main speakers like interview of a swimmer or interview of a doctor. What should we do to go ahead and get good grades? What is the best method for studying? And following to that, part 4, there would be monologue about an academic subject like mathematics, physics. There might be chemistry, there might be biology. So these recordings can be heard only once. So what is the best way to go ahead and practice it? Listening. Daily listening. Keep on listening to things. Keep on listening to things. There's no other option. So in this manner, what I generally do, I do have a set of more than 40 to 60 recordings, and I generally go ahead and listen to those recordings with the candidates or the students I have. We do have the exercises for that. We do have the transcripts as well, and we discuss over it, and we try to understand it. And then we try to go ahead and get the essence of that particular recording, what happened. Now, the recording is not exactly that expert level, but we slowly and gradually improve it. We start from beginner level, then we go to beginner 2, then we go to intermediate 1, and then we go to expert level. So in this way, we have divided this listening session or the recordings in 4 parts. Now, moving to next, as we know that you will have 30 minutes plus 10 minutes of transfer time, there would be 10 questions in each part, so there would be 40 questions. So the variety of question types would be used. Okay, like you have to match, you have to plan, diagram, labeling, and you have to sometimes complete the sentence, you have to use the correct word, or there might be multiple choice questions as well. Now, the test takers generally, what we say, the test takers write their answers on the question paper as they listen, and at the end of the test are given 10 minutes to to transfer their answers to an answer sheet. Now you will have a paper with you where you can note down your answers, okay? And in final 10 minutes would be given to you so that you can transfer those answers in that particular final answer sheet, and that would be getting submitted. Now, please be aware, okay, while writing the answer, please don't go for poor spelling and grammar. When poor spelling is considered, please practice all the 9 rules of spelling. Okay, there are 9 rules. when students are discussing with me about the IELTS exam or any other class, I generally start with the basic grammar and those spelling rules as well. So that's it for today. This is the basic concept of the IELTS module and the listening module. I wish you a very good luck and hope to see you soon. We have came across through a very critical time of our life. I really congratulate you and I really thank you so much for cooperating and thank you so much for being in the session. Thank you so much. You have a great day. Bye.